welcome back to One Piece Dungeons & Dragons, everyone. Last time you guys started on a shipwrecked island, you met Pearl, the mysterious pink-haired girl, and you've now just successfully gotten a ship because you found this guy's son, and you killed a bunch of fishermen in a basement. For a recap, for anyone who's not seen the first episode, Lost Paws is Duros, Tekking is William, 2Spooky is Verona, and Briggs is Ragnar. They are a pirate crew. William is the captain.
Yep.
So
best captain on these 16 seas, or how many exist in the One Piece world? I'm not entirely sure.
Immediately it's like no time has passed, even though like 5 weeks have passed. He's got his he's just put the treasure map in your hands, I guess, okay. William. And he just says, "Do you know what a devil fruit is?"
I have heard pray tell of such a mythical citrus type of fruit, yes. I'm trying to be super fancy, but, I'm like, I don't have any idea what it is. It's just like, oh, yes.
Well, they're an ancient mythical fruit. I don't know much about it myself, but I know they apparently give you special abilities.
How special are these abilities?
I don't know. They're definitely extraordinary.
My grandpapa used to tell me stories of the devil fruit, although all I really remember is that they taste bad.
Yeah, that's all I remember. That
doesn't really heighten my urge to go and find one, but this does look like a rather old, impressive treasure map you have here.
Well, do with it what you must. But the important thing is here, he puts his hand on the ship behind him. Whilst you guys were gone, I finished up this bad boy. Or bad girl. It really depends on how you wanna gender your ship.
'Tis a mighty vessel, and I let the ship decide on that front.
Well, you look at the vessel. It's not particularly mighty.
Right.
I wouldn't say mighty is the word to describe it. It's a tiny.
I'm trying
galleon.
to be polite.
Yeah. It's a tiny little galleon. It's sort of modest in size.
If it's a galleon, it's already really big. Doesn't put a galleon.
I know a galleon's big, but think about like the shape of a galleon, but it's smaller. It's smaller than the Going Merry was, I'd say.
Oh wow. Okay.
And Going Merry's pretty small.
Then. All right.
It's just slightly smaller than that. And on the front of it, on the mast of it, is a bear, a bear's face, big ears.
Does it look angry, or is it like a soft, cuddly bear?
It kind of just looks a little bit perturbed. It's a perturbed bear, like an irked bear. Like
it's just like
he's just sort of like,
like, oh god, I just woke up and I'm hungry.
It's like, yeah.
What a beautiful ship!
Thank you. Is my pride and joy. You guys can name it whatever you like. But
I was going to say, a mighty-ish vessel such as this requires an equally mighty-ish name.
Just promise me you'll never remove that bear. That means a lot to me and my family.
Is the bear like your guardian spirit or some such?
Yeah, something like that. Tales are told that we descended from bears instead of apes.
Well, I have to say, your stout build certainly does give off the air of the mighty bear.
And my desire to eat honey.
All right. Men, do we have any honey?
All I have is tons of meat.
Yeah, all you have is like 6 sacks
inside
of
of
meat.
my armor.
Well, if we
Do
find
you
any
wish for some meat?
If I have any vast droves of honey on our quest, I will send it back to you post haste, I suppose, I guess, as a thank you.
I stole some wine from the fisherman. Would you like a bottle?
Most certainly. It'll go well with my meat.
Perhaps we should name the ship Pooh.
Yes. I've heard tales of a mythical bear from folklore by the name of Pooh. I've also heard of a
something
bear
to give it motion. Going Pooh. Yes, that would be going great.
I've also heard of a term many refer to a mighty bear as Yogi.
So, Yogi Pooh? Is that the name?
Yeah. This guy pours his blood and soul into this ship, and we're just like, Yogi Pooh? And he's standing right there.
Perfect. It's the perfect name.
I mean, if you want to seriously call it that, I mean, whatever.
Right, so you now have your first proper pirate vessel, the Yogi Pooh.
Yes.
Wait.
Yeah, like, do we actually want to, like, is that what we, are we setting the X button on that? Can we
I don't know if we want to call it Yogi Poo. I don't know about that.
Our
So I
ship
was thinking, all right,
puts fear into the hearts of our enemies.
or
So
at
you-
least
I don't think-
at least puts the irksome, impression into the hearts of our enemies.
You start dragging your like meat and supplies onto the Yogi Poo.
Okay. Guess it's just...
And you take your first look at this treasure map, which I'll show
Okay.
the stream. Anyone listening
Yes.
to this in audio, I will also describe it. Here's the map. Take a look at this map. Everyone here, take a look at this map.
It makes the geography approval. I will tell everybody right out of the gate, right there.
Thanks, Mr. Tekken.
Yes.
So, the map is a map of sort of the immediate surrounding area. You guys are on Gallows Island, but the map also has like red writing scribbled across it. One of them is obviously the big X in this looking like a kind of snow-covered island. But he's also, whoever made this map has marked two other notable points. One of them being a warning about sea kings to the south of Miller Island. And then above that, the sort of safer route seems to be a lot of Navy vessels seem to be present in that area. And they like charge a toll to go through that area. And
Well, men, I would say that we avoid the giant tentacled beasts that lie south of here. But that our navigator would have to give his opinion here of this map. So, what do you think, Verona?
Taking a look at the map, it seems if we stay just to the edge of Miller Island, we might be able to avoid the Sea Kings completely.
I was thinking of that too, honestly, looking at that. It doesn't look like it's an inhabited island, but maybe we could just go to Miller Island if we have to. That could be our checkpoint or something.
yes.
We could dock for supplies and then continue on our journey.
That
So-
sounds
I would-
great. I'd honestly
I'd
rather
rather
deal with Sea
avoid the
Kings than
Marine
the
dog,
nasty
you
Navy.
know what I mean? Yeah.
Disgusting.
The Navy is much worse than a Sea King.
Has anyone here ever have dealt with a Sea King before in their day? I've only heard stories. I knew a guy once that got swallowed, and well, he was never the same afterwards because he was dead.
Pearl looks over and goes, my father used to read me stories about sea kings. He mostly did it just to scare me, so that I would never leave.
I ate a Sea King once. I never saw one.
Did you?
But some
I'm
adventurer
on
brought it back to
land.
my village, and we all had it for supper.
Oh,
It was delicious.
That sounds...
oh, okay. Well, he gets the Ragnar approval. I kind of am curious about eating one. By the way, out of character, I just want to let everyone know I'm picturing Pearl as a super tsundere Trish Una from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure right now. That's my mental image of her. So, okay.
Yep.
So Pearl looks over to Ragnar and goes, You ate a sea king?
Why not? They're in the sea. They're fish. They're definitely edible.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I'd never even considered that.
Well, if the opportunity ever presents itself, I'll dig in. I'll give it a shot.
I mean, we have enough meat, but more meat sounds very nice.
You can never have too much meat, Doros.
That's right.
Well, I suppose if our supplies are, on the ship, I see no reason to stay in the island where people are being hanged pretty much every night at sundown. So,
Oh, you guys haven't seen the hanging yet? It's great.
Oh.
The shipman says.
okay, so I just kind of kneel down and I'm like, all right, man, who wants to see a hanging? It does sound like a bit of a party.
I don't think
No
I
takers.
want to hang around long. That. Forgive me.
Doros, you are the comedic element to this crew.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love it.
I don't really get it, but whatever you guys want to do.
I'll follow my captain wherever he wants to go.
Right, so you guys missed it. News came in that some little fella had been talking about spoons, and they're hanging him tonight.
Ah, shit. Wait, why would... Are they hanging him because of spoons, or there's just
Well, you know, spoons
like
are forbidden on this island, so talk of spoons and the fact that he almost owned one and was playing actively to apparently get a spoon. I can't remember exactly his story. He let his he let it slip to a friend of his who ratted him out. But no worries, for we get to see another execution.
When is this execution supposed to happen? Just out of curiosity.
This one's tomorrow morning.
Killing people because spoons. What sort of mad, crazy island is this?
I mean, I'm a pirate and all, but even myself, I find that pretty messed up. I mean, that just makes no sense.
William, was this the man you showed your spoon to?
It might very well be. I don't want to just say, I don't want to put blame on myself here, of course.
The shipwright then turns to you and goes, "What did he just say?"
Oh, don't worry about him. He had a weird hallucination. We were getting into a fight earlier, and
Can you do a deception for that roll?
I will do a deception roll on that.
I purposely.
Oh, yeah.
That's so.
I'm deceptivist.
Holy shit, dude.
Just really quick, what are our swearing parameters for this?
Fuck it.
Okay.
Swearing parameters.
Fuck it.
Listen,
Fuck it, we're pirates, God.
I can't go a sentence without saying some sort of swear word.
We're pirates, God damn it. Okay.
Okay, so the shipwright looks over at Ragnar and goes, "Hallucinations? Are you okay? Listen, best be getting out of here. This isn't the sort of place that you want to be with your hallucinating things. I mean, I feel so sorry for you guys. Here, have some orange juice." He pulls out
For a
Pulp or no
pile of
pulp?
meat.
Pope, of course.
All right, well,
He brings out a huge bottle, like a barrel of orange juice.
Doros, put this in our stores, please, I suppose. Here you go.
It will help with your
Yes,
hallucinations.
Well, all right. I don't want the poor kid to die, but at the same time, I mean, we got treasure. I mean, come on now, we're pirates. I mean, I take the.
We cannot allow the innocent to die because of our own misdeeds.
It's
We must.
little Timmy.
All right.
Well, William, I'll let you make the decision.
All right.
I, for one, believe that any man should be able to fight his way out of any execution.
Well, he wasn't really much of a man. I think I remember him being like, 13 something years old. He wasn't very.
Captain,
In that case, I'll follow you anywhere.
Here's an idea. I'd rather I'm huddling on the ship. I'm gonna make sure to stay out of earshot of the shipwright. All right. I'm not exactly sure how this man would feel if we stuck around here for a day, because they seem to be rather agitated over the idea of spoons. So perhaps we sail the Yogi Pooh. Maybe to another location on Gallows Island and dock there, and then we can perhaps stop this execution before it happens. That is my idea. What do you guys think?
I don't really understand, but let's do it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't quite understand your logic in sailing the ship here, but I mean...
I'm just trying to get
Captain?
away from this guy to make him think that we left. I don't think me and Duros could... I mean, Duros especially. Like, it's an execution of an innocent child over a damn spoon. I mean, damn.
But what do you think the consequences of that would be if we? I'm not a fan of getting executed myself.
Oh, we wouldn't get executed. I say that with zero confidence in my voice.
And on top of that, how many innocents do you think might get killed in the crossfire if we do start some sort of?
Probably quite a few, actually.
Is the life of little Timmy?
His name was Little Timmy.
It was, right? It was little Timmy.
No, it was Little Timmy.
I'm
it was
pretty
Little Timmy.
confident,
I'm fondly remembering Little Timmy.
Is the life of little Timmy worth more than the possible chaos in the lives of many other innocent people?
any innocent man that would love to watch an execution, I think they're asking for it. While little Timmy, on the other hand, can't even grow up to become a man if we leave him here.
That's a good point.
That is the most noble you have said, Ragnar.
That has been flawless logic. We all stare at Ragnar because we're just like, wow. Wow, okay.
But as a counterpoint to that, Ragnar, isn't little Timmy also one of these people that enjoyed watching executions? Like,
You lost me at counterpoint.
sorry, Ragnar. I mean,
I love that.
like, he's as morally in the same position as these other fellas. I mean,
Back in my village, the kids just do as the men follow. So can we really blame them?
that's a good point.
Wow.
Well, it's up to you, Captain. You saving little Timmy? I mean, you save little Timmy and then what? He can't live on this island anymore.
That's right. I'd rather not. All right. Look, I would rather little Timmy survive, but at the same... Wait, hold on. My connection kind of dipped. You can still...
Yeah, you're here.
Oh, okay. There we go. Just it went the red for a second. You know, little Timmy reminded me a lot of myself at a young age, but this treasure, it's speaking to me. So I have to make a captain's decision, and I say we continue on the adventure. Little Timmy, he might survive. Who knows? He might manage to squirm his way out of it.
I don't know. I mean,
I'll trust
That is
your
awfully
judgment,
optimistic, Captain, but I will respect your decision.
I'm sorry to be.
Sorrow in my heart.
I'm just trying to be realistic here, and I'm sorry to be so pessimistic with my outlook, and I've just seen.
It's okay. It's as pirates, we make difficult decisions every day. But if treasure is involved, I feel like that should be our main focus. I mean, if we're gonna get upset every time a kid gets killed over a spoon,
every time that situation happens,
it's gonna be a long journey. I think we should probably just continue. I get started early, and we should be able to get there in a few days.
Well, let's set sail. Which direction are we taking?
Verona, come over here and take a gander at this map here. I'd say our heading would be due east by northeast, I suppose. I guess.
Indeed.
Or east
Get the
by
ship
north,
prepared to
north
port.
south, north south. I don't know.
We'll just have to make sure we hang in between Miller Island and that little dinky one to the south of it. Otherwise, we're probably going to be in some bad waters.
I'm assuming, though, with the distance that probably won't be able to see one island from the other.
Yeah.
So,
But
Yeah, correct.
But we could try to keep our bearings there and keep an eye out for maybe the main island, Miller, and then we can make our way to that little island in the middle.
Indeed.
All right.
We'll just have to keep the ship going straight.
All right, then. Everyone, if you wish to say a prayer for little Timmy, you may do so now.
F in the chat for little Timmy.
I'm going to name my gun after him out of respect.
F in the chat for little Timmy.
I'm sorry. Not
He might manage to make it at some point. I don't know.
Also, he might enjoy it. It seems like a lot of people on this island like being hung.
Yeah.
Pretty
What
good.
an amusing island.
Oh, if he's enjoying it, perhaps it's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the people on this island are brought up so that when it's their time, they simply jump headlong into the gallows. For all we know.
I guess we must respect their culture too. Yes.
Yes.
Maybe it was
What's the okay? All right then.
Yeah, we don't want to, we don't want to like be insensitive to the gallows people. If they like hanging people, that's just what they do.
I mean, we could not change that if we desired to anyway. So we're outsiders here, honestly. And anything we have to say to make ourselves feel better. Anything you have to say, man, to make yourself feel better about the untimely death of little Timmy tonight. Justify it to your last breath.
Listen, we've all seen a lot of innocent people die, I imagine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes. I took one. Well, he wasn't exactly innocent, but I ripped this violin out of a dead man's arms not a few hours ago. So
yeah, they weren't innocent. They did perform kidnapping, which is a crime.
yes, they weren't very innocent, but all right. All right then. Ragnar, raise the anchor. Doros, Verona on the sails. Sailor talk. Sailor. let's
set sail. Yogi Pooh.
the Yogi Pooh. And Pearl, you're not. This is my vessel. I hope you understand. The Yogi Pooh will be in the name. When they think the Yogi Pooh, they will think Captain William Enenam. For the rest of you, you are going to have a position here as well. While at least you're traveling with us.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. You fellas have definitely proven that you're able to fend for yourselves, I guess, at least a little bit. But I still feel like you might need my help, maybe a little bit of protection, or else I don't want to. I would feel incredibly guilty.
You have a very hard time getting to the point. Do you not know that?
No, I mean, I just would feel incredibly guilty if you guys got killed, and you know.
All right, we're gonna go down a checklist really quick here. Are you good with medical tools?
No.
Are you good with singing?
Not particularly.
Well, what can you do, lass?
She can... Another comment! That's enough for me.
I only understood some of what you said, Duros, but I know it's enough for me.
She
doesn't
picks
know
up.
how to
She
cook
picks.
a bad steak.
Yeah, she picks up a piece
she
of
can
raw
cook.
meat, and she like turns away from you guys, and you hear and then she turns back, and the meat is cooked.
All right, tell you what. If you're not good for any, well, that's something. Okay, would you like to be our chef then?
I'm not very good at cooking, but I can heat
All
things
right,
up.
fine. Tell you what. You can help fish. You hold a stick and you wait for things to bite it. Are you good with?
I will try.
Okay, good. Now let's get started, man.
Let's
I'm gonna be
out of
honest.
here, boys.
Anytime Pearl opens her mouth, I stop listening.
She certainly has a roundabout way of getting point.
The Yogi Pooh sets sail in a westerly direction. You start sailing through the ocean blue.
Did we, by the way, real quick, did we decide on who the helmsman would, or could I be the helmsman in that regard?
I imagine like you would probably do that.
Okay. All right. It switches depending on the crew. All right. I'll be at the wheel.
Okay, you're at the wheel. You just chucked the wheel off the ship, apparently.
No, I'm throwing it. I'm like in pirate movies, you know.
Captain, we need to keep the ship straight.
You
worry,
immediately turn the ship back around and slam into the island.
Ragnar is a crackerjack shipwright. He'll be able to fix any.
I can handle it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
So you guys, the ship sets sail. The wind blowing through your hairs. You all have hair, right? Yes.
Yes.
There's
I do
no
believe so,
balls.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ragnar's missing out on an eye, but beyond that, I think we all have.
The wind blowing through your eye sockets.
You open up the eye patch to get that salty air. And...
Yeah. And as you travel westerly throughout the ocean, I will need Verona, who is the navigator, to do a perception check. Essentially, like for every day of travel to look around you. That's just how it
Day
works.
one.
Okay, day one. You guys traveling, having fun, drinking, being merry. You're on a ship again for finally. Verona. Verona, you look out with your telescope, and you don't see anything immediately around you. It seems like the waters are calm and nice for the moment. You guys
keep an eye out for the Sea Kings.
You guys have been entirely on a diet of just meat and orange juice.
And orange juice.
Because that's all
Don't
you
forget
have
about
to
the
eat.
wine.
Well, never.
Men, you must drink up. You avoid the scurvy. You can even spike it if you want. We have ale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you caught any fish, Pearl?
I tried, but I just keep catching boots. Next to her is a pile of 7 boots.
That is the question I've always had about these waters. Why is there always boots in the waters?
I think these seem like marine boots, probably from that shipwreck, like a few days ago.
Aye, this one still has a foot in it.
Oh, we could eat that.
Well, it's rather desiccated and mostly it's like skeleton at this point, but you know.
Hey, it looks kind of tasty to me.
All right,
I mean,
so I'm just gonna slowly back away from Pearl at that point.
No, I mean, human. I would never eat human. Disgusting. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to fishing.
Well, you I'm imagining we're all fishing in shifts here, but yeah, you get back to that, yeah.
Well, yeah. If you need me, I'm here, fishing.
Uh-huh. All right, I'll let you know about that. All right.
She gets back to fishing.
I'm gonna keep my other eye on her, Captain.
It looks like she's
right.
struggling to fish because she's still wearing these big gloves and everything, and you know she still has all of her regalia on,
Right.
her hood and everything.
And I shall help fish as well because, well, I'm bored.
The map is up, right?
Verona, yeah, Verona's scouting, I'm guessing, in the crow's nest. I'm chucking the wheels over the...
I'll keep the map on.
I'm just spinning the wheel in random directions. The boats just go...
I should.
Ragnar's taking a nap.
Yeah. He only wakes up, and it's like when something needs fixed or, you know.
Yeah. Ragnar spends most of the time asleep.
Yep.
So you guys continue along your trip. You sleep. You be merry. I need you to do another perception, Verona.
Gotcha.
Okay, sweet. So you're sort of approaching the cusp of Miller Island here.
Okay.
Land ho.
And you can see the land, and you can see the hose. And so, no, you can see.
There's a brothel on the shore.
You can see the land ahead of you. You do notice in the very distance, you're zooming in with that telescope, that there are Navy ships docked next to in the harbor of that island.
Hold tight, men. Duros, drop anchor at once.
Dropping the anchor.
You are now dropped. You are still quite far away from the Navy ships, but you are dropped.
I'm imagining as soon as Verona reported back that there's ships, I dropped the anchor. I'm like, all right. So that's the shore, and that might look a little bit difficult sailing into. By the way, I'm guessing we've been sailing on it for like 3 days. Do we have a Jolly Roger? Do we have like
you haven't designed one yet.
Yeah, okay, we haven't designed one. So there's not an indication immediately that it's a pirate ship.
Yeah.
But I would still say that the Marines would probably ask us some questions. So
I mean, you know for a fact that they're charging tolls.
Oh,
so
right, yeah.
They're going to try and extort you for money, definitely, 100%, which you don't have.
We don't. I have a really nice ass violin.
How much money do you have, Verona?
We have 5,000 each, I'm pretty sure.
Still have that fishing that I took from that man.
I don't know, I have a note written down. And I remember
okay,
that,
yeah.
Ragnar gave me his. Because he doesn't trust himself with it.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. I have no money. It's all, I gave it to Verona to hold on to me.
It's in belly,
yeah,
isn't it?
It's in belly, yeah. So I divvied it up. So what would that be? 2,500 for each of us or something?
That's probably why I wrote 5,000, because I have 25 for Ragnar, so that must be it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So, 2,500.
So all together we have 10,000.
Yeah,
which is not very much.
No, it isn't very much.
That's like the equivalent of like there's no bounties that are 10,000 berries. Let's put it. I think that's the price of like a really expensive shirt in the One Piece world. If you go to like a designer clothing store.
Well, Chopper had a nice low bounty.
Yeah, no, that was ridiculous though. Like I calculated it out. His was like the price of a chocolate bar, equivalent to our world. Like it's so depressing. But okay. I would say we would probably try to avoid the shore if we could do that. What about that other island that's in between Miller and the Sea
You're
Kings?
not close enough to see that island yet. Verona isn't.
Well, it's close enough to Miller where I think like we can keep sailing and at least drop anchor there and be on dry, and then we can maybe figure out our next option from that point onward. So I would say to keep going in that direction.
So,
all right,
so
just make sure to stay as north as possible. Like keep the shore of Miller Island in sight, so we at least don't get too far away. But beyond that,
okay. So you start to move again. Anchor comes back up.
Yeah, right. Raise anchor, Doros.
Where's the anchor?
Turn ship to port.
Verona, you notice one of the Navy ships that are in port, because you'll keep an eye on them, I assume.
Indeed.
It is now starting to move in a westerly direction. Not particularly towards you, but just in a westerly direction. So in a similar path to you guys.
All right.
You can deduce that they haven't... It's not that they've seen you, and they're making a way towards you, but they are just moving westerly.
All right.
All right, well, you'll have to keep an eye on that, Captain. If it starts coming towards us, we might have to get ready for
Keep an eye on it. Keep a safe distance away. But I would just keep on heading toward that center.
Okay.
I'd rather not. Are there any? Probably something we should have checked immediately. Duros, are there any cannons aboard this fine sailing vessel, the Yogi Pooh?
The perception check here.
No. You could just see. Yeah,
because Verona's busy looking out, and Ragnar's conked out by the firewood. So
there is one cannon on either side, but you don't actually have any cannonballs.
Well, that's about as useless as a freaking.
You can fire if need be.
we may fire. We could fire meat and orange juice pulp at their ships if need be.
Yes,
I could fire this violin at them if I really. Okay.
Yeah, we do have a lot of boots. If you would like to use one of those.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right? We have some ad hoc ammo here.
Next to Pearl, there is a stack of like 25 boots now.
Perfect. A boot can.
I'm sure some of the boots are wearable. We can maybe check that out. Maybe sell them at the next island. You know, the boot. But we'll figure that out later.
All right, you guys get closer to this island.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Navy vessel seems to be continuing west, but is now out of your sight. And you are close enough to this island to be able to dock onto it. So,
all right. Duros, anchor. We shall dock here on dry land. Well, first off, before we even get there, Verona, give me a spec. Is it an inhabited island or any town?
Do you want to do a perception on the island, Verona?
Doing it.
You look at the island. It definitely seems uninhabited. But you do notice that there is one little house near the harbor, just kind of like a shack.
Captain, there appears to be nobody around, but there is some sort of previous establishment here. Perhaps a temporary.
All right. We'll dock the ship, not like on the other side of the island, but we'll dock the ship a couple 100 yards away from the house, and drop anchor there and get on shore and see what's going on here.
Okay, you get onto the island. It seems relatively abandoned. Like, it's not that dissimilar to the small island that you guys started out on, except for there's a little bit more forestation here.
Yeah, there's no dead body.
There's no dead bodies as well.
Okay, all right then. Well, we've been on the sea for a while there. Maybe we should check to see like basic stuff like vegetation, if there's any fruits or anything. I guess we could just you want to just do like a roll for like
that's
basic
a survival.
Stuff like that.
That's a survival.
Yeah, let's just do that really quick because I'm just trying to go through my motions here.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll do a survival. Ooh, that's
sweet. So you look around and there's lots of berries and stuff about. Berry as in the thing you eat and not the currency.
Yeah. There's money on the ground everywhere, man. All right.
And there's like washed up fish as well.
Hey, Pearl, look. It's your one chance to catch an actual fish.
Oh boy. She jumps down off the ship. And then she runs over to the fish. And as she goes in to grab the fish suddenly flops and flies back into the ocean. And her hand is just in the sand. And then she looks around and goes, you didn't see anything.
It was a worthy effort. Perhaps next time.
All right. So, man, let's make this our base of operations for right now and just assess the situation before we continue onward. The Miller Island does seem like a good place to stock up. Verona, how long would you say, well, how long would we hazard that we have until we reach the Treasure Island? Because it looks like it's about the same distance from Gallows.
It'd be roughly like 3-ish days.
All right, and how much supply? How much supplies do we have on our ship?
Not a lot.
You're like halfway through your meat. The amount of meat you have left, because it was a lot of meat, because of, if you remember,
we had a lot.
You got the perfect roll for that amount of meat. With the amount of meat you have left, it would last you until that island, but then you wouldn't be able, you would have nothing else after that.
Yes, it does. It also does seem to indicate it's a winter or a snowy island. I would assume there's not a lot of food there.
Well, you did get some good provisions. You've got a couple. Now you have like a couple bags of berries and such.
Plus 25 bags of 25 boots. So I mean,
yeah. And you guys managed to pick up.
That's a good source of protein and fiber right there. If you need to eat.
You guys managed to pick up some fish as well.
Okay.
Even though Pearl failed to.
Should we perhaps check out the shack?
I was getting to that. Yeah, we should probably at least check out to see what's going on there. Perhaps there's some more provisions there.
Okay.
All right. So let's I guess Verona would be the sneakiest. Let's see if we get sneaky up to the. I guess I would be pretty sneaky as well. Let's me and Verona sneak up to the surrounding area.
Oh, you're not sending me this time.
Well, no, that was Duros. That was, of course, my plan. Whenever it is required to be used as a distraction, you will be first on my mind.
Of course.
So should we both roll stealth?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to do that just to get close to the shack, just to take out our eyeglasses, our spy glasses, and just see if there's any movement. Okay, I'll do perception.
Well,
or stealth or perception?
Stealth.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do stealth.
Okay. You guys sneak towards the shack stealthily through the sands. Ragnar, you lose sight of both of them. You have no idea where your captain or Verona has gone.
Duros, I guess we man the ship.
Right, my friend.
You guys get closer to the shack, William and Verona. There's no way, the shack doesn't seem to have any windows. It's sort of barred off. It's a wooden-looking shack. You can't see inside to it from where you are outside.
All right.
But you're right next to it now.
Can we put our ears up to the wall?
Yes,
or something?
yes. You can put your ear up, and I mean, William already did that perception check, so I'll count that for that. You put your ear up, and you can hear heavy breathing. That sounds a bit like this.
I'd say it's either a crying seal or a happy otter.
That's what it sounds like.
Well, either way, there's something in there.
It doesn't sound threatening to me, so I can't think of any reason why we wouldn't just at least knock on the door while we're here. So
then you said it was boarded up.
Oh, is there a door?
There is a door. Yeah, there's a door.
Oh,
it's just the window. Okay. There's no windows. Is what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Let's go knock on the door then.
You knock on the door and you hear a voice from inside. Who's there? Is that you, Arthur? Jefferson?
I just looked down at Verona and just. Do you want
to? Salesman?
What?
All right, fine. Well, he said it. Well, I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm like, yes, sir. We are some traveling salesmen here. We wish to sell you our fine wares of orange juice and various meats.
The door opens and you see inside the shack now. It's a dainty little place. There's a bed and a kind of a rough kitchen area. It's just sort of a one-room shack.
All right.
He's got lots of fish sort of hanging up on the walls. And it's an old man with a kind of fisherman's cap. He seems kind of weak and weary. And he's sort of standing there. And he looks up at you guys. And he squints at you. And goes, Arthur, is that you? My son, welcome home. Hi, you're just in time. He grabs your hand, William, and leads you into the shack.
I'm a bit of a performer, so you know what? I'm gonna roll a performance, and I'm gonna be this guy's son.
Yeah, sweet.
I'm like, Father, it's been too long. How have you been?
You know, so-and-so. The fish have been biting. Sit down. He goes over.
This is my friend Verona. He has traveled with me. It's because of him that I managed to get back here to you.
He starts.
Nice to meet you, sir.
I'm just picturing this old dude because Verona has like a mask and glasses. He looks like a straight up like assassin.
You have interesting friends, Arthur. He grabs a fish from off the wall and puts it in a bowl and starts fucking pounding this shit out of it.
Your famous ground fish, Father. It's been years since I've had it.
And then he just brings the bowl over and puts it in front of you, and it's just sort of mushed up fish. It's your favorite. I hope you enjoy.
I do. Okay, so how does this taste?
Do you taste it?
I smell it first. What
it
are we
smells
getting on
terrible.
that?
I mean, it's just it's like off fish that he's mashed up with his hands.
All right, so I'm gonna do a performance again and kind of pretend to eat it, but not really.
Ooh, sleight of hand.
Oh, that's sleight of hand. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
There you go. Okay. You start, you're pretending to eat, and he goes, "Oh, my son always loves my cooking."
So, yep, absolutely, Daddy. I pass it over to Verona, like, here, you want some?
No thanks, I ate on the way.
Of course, yes. Anyway, Father, I hate to get right to the point after so many years that we've been apart. How many years has it been now?
30
10?
years.
30 years, yes, of course, I'm sorry.
What made you come back and visit your old man?
Yes, how's Mom?
Dead as always.
Oh.
But that's okay. I have fish now. It's all I need. And you, now you're here, I can finally be at peace. Never leave me again.
Don't worry, Father. I'll stay with you until your dying breath. And anyway, I was curious about the naval blockade around the island. I'm wondering if you know anything about that.
Naval blockade? Aren't you in the Navy?
Yes, but I'm taking a sabbatical. I'm taking a couple of years off, you understand. I'm not really with the times.
Oh. Well, I don't know. I mean, you sent me letters. So, quite recently, actually.
Yes, I forgot about those.
Well, we all forget things. I forget things all the time. Right. So
I know, Father.
My son Arthur.
Give me some of these letters so I can refresh my memory on what I said.
I'll read them to you.
Of course, yes.
Let me go. Well, he brings out a folder. It's full of letters and stuff.
While he's sifting for the letters, I'm gonna try to take the bowl to make it look like I've eaten it all and just kind of quick dump it behind my back.
Just eat it behind you.
Right. So, oh, this one's important. This one made me sad, Arthur. This is where you told me that when you got your promotion, you decided to legally change your name to Marrow. And stupid name, I thought. I'll always know you as Arthur.
I thought you said Jefferson when I first walked in here.
No, it was Arthur. Jefferson's your brother.
Oh, yes, of course.
Which I thought you brought with you, but no, you brought this.
Nah, me and Jefferson haven't spoken in many years.
Oh, yeah. No, that's in the letters, too. Well, okay. Right. So, right. He's going through these papers, and he's, squinting really hard at them, and you can tell that he can't quite read them properly anymore. Here's one. You said something about, this one's really sad. It was about killing one of your friends. You know, it made me cry a lot. Fellow Navy officer that you murdered. How was that, by the way?
Well, you don't know the whole story, Father. It involved copious amounts of boots. You just wouldn't understand.
You said you lit his house on fire. Kind of fucked up shit, son. I would have never done that.
Well, the bastard deserved it, Dad. You always taught me that if someone looked at me wrong, I should burn his house down. You told me that, Father.
Right.
I'm over here getting visibly uncomfortable, gripping the chair.
I glance over at you, and I'm just like, anyway, Father.
Oh, here we go. Navy. Okay. So you looks like you put your Lieutenant Hubris, in charge of taking tolls, and between these islands. And you told me not to leave this island because I don't have any money, and they would take money from me.
Yes, they absolutely would, Father, and you should stay in this shack until your dying breath.
Right.
It's the only way you can be safe.
But I'll be safe if you're around, my son. Oh. Oh, it also said you found a devil fruit.
It did, yes.
This is from 10 years ago. Yes.
I'm okay. All senile old man aside, my ears do perk up at that. I'm like, okay, that's okay. Let me listen to this.
Yes. You found it on one of your raids on a was it a? Yeah, you raided a pirate ship, arrested a bunch of criminals, and got a devil fruit. And
yes.
And if it wasn't for these letters, I probably would have killed myself long ago. But I'm so happy that.
Well, Dad, don't. I'm here now. Don't worry. I'll write you letters, even though I'm still living here. Of course, that's just the kind of guy I am.
You should write me a letter right now. Oh, but use your real name. Don't sign it off as Captain Marrow like you're doing it now.
No. The Captain Marrow. That's just my business name, Father. So I'm just gonna grab some random paper that he's sitting around, and I'm just gonna I'm just gonna write like nonsense, you know. But while I'm gonna basically like, "Hi, Dad, I'm good. I hope you are okay." So that's like, I just fold it and give it to. Here you go, Dad. But I'm gonna go with my friend now, and we're gonna go collect some firewood for tonight. We can have a fire, Father, and have some fish.
No. I don't leave. Please don't leave again. I need you here.
Okay, this is gonna be really fucked up what I'm about to suggest. I look over at Verona, and okay, I'm trying to think the best way for me to. Can I get this old man to like not look at us, right? Can I like direct his attention like toward my letter or something?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna look at Verona, and I'm just gonna pantomime like his gun, like.
Right. Okay.
Are you making a shooting motion or a smacking in the head motion?
No.
So.
I was gonna say Ragnar's not there, but just listening to this entire conversation, I suggested like just fucking kill this dude.
So what you have discovered is this guy is the father of a Marine captain.
Yes.
And you're suggesting you're gonna kill him in cold blood.
I didn't say kill him. I was trying to knock his ass out, which also could possibly kill him in his advanced age. But I don't want to waste a bullet, you know?
Can you guys check the room for like the devil fruit if like maybe Arthur sent it to him?
Okay. Well, let's. Okay.
Well, no. In the letter, it says he ate the devil fruit.
Oh, he ate
yeah,
it.
Yeah. It's a different devil fruit than the one that you guys are looking for.
Yeah, because it's 10 years.
Gonna kill the dad.
I mean,
So cruel.
well,
You're gonna do it?
I look back over at Will and I'm like, or we could just run.
He's like clinging to me right now. I kind of like. I try. Okay, I get up, and what does the old man do?
Okay. All right. I give him the thumbs up, as in like distract him for a second.
You can do non-lethal damage. Like you don't have to kill him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Duros, on board. Should we go look for the guys?
Yes, and they're taking long enough. Something seems to be going amok.
Yeah.
All right. So what should I roll to smack this man in the head?
The butt of your.
I guess just roll strength. You smash him in the head with the butt of your gun. He goes, oh! He falls down to the ground with a groan. And there is sort of blood coming out of his temple, but he's still breathing. He's not dead yet.
All right, you just knocked him out. Okay.
You did knock him out, but he is bleeding.
All right. Well, I kind of get up and kind of like, I hate this part of the job.
Sorry, some guy.
All right, Verona, go get the others. We have some stuff to do.
All right.
So let's
Runs out of the
I was
room.
just gonna say, can we just regroup here at the shack? Yeah.
Okay, you get the
Yeah.
people to come over. Duros and Ragnar and Pearl come
Yeah,
over to the shack.
and Pearl as well. All right, we're all regrouped. All right,
Hey, what
so
the fuck?
all right, give a bit of a recap here.
Being
this
old
is-
man on the floor.
What happened to
There
this old
is-
man?
There is an old man on the floor. Let me explain before you be Judgy McJudge Pants here. Basically, bottom line, he's the only person living on this island. His son, who he confused me for, kind of a senile old guy, to be honest with you, is a Marine captain. Not only that, but a Marine captain with the power of a devil fruit. Probably not the same devil fruit we're looking for, but I don't know. There's also a lieutenant in charge of the Navy blockade by the name of Lieutenant Hubris. And they don't come to this island, though. So this is going to be a safe place for us, at least. But yeah, if we try to leave, we'll probably get stopped or at least, spotted by a Marine vessel. That's essentially. And the old man was rather clingy, so I asked Verona to hit him in the head with the butt of his gun.
He's gonna die.
I mean, maybe.
He's an old man. He looks like he's 90, maybe 100. Dude's old as shit.
He didn't even dress his wounds, Captain.
This is the oldest man I've ever seen in my life. This guy's got wrinkles on his wrinkles, and he's bleeding out on the ground.
That's
Maybe
a
we
lot of blood.
Maybe
He's
we should
really
just put him out of his
bleeding.
misery.
All right. I knew it would come to this when I set out to sea. So I
William,
go over.
do you want me to take care of it?
No, it was my idea. I feel like I need to be the one to do. I take out my flintlock and just.
Wait, that doesn't seem like a medical device.
Well, Duros, the thing is, you might want to turn around for this.
Well, okay. I do get squished a little bit, I guess, when surgery's being
don't
performed.
worry. Everything will be okay.
All right.
All right. I mercy kill the dude.
You shoot the guy in the head.
I cradle his head in my arms and I'm like,
Oh my god.
click.
Are we the guys?
I mean, we left little Timmy behind. This is not.
Okay, right. So is the door to the shack open?
I would assume I would probably want to be alone for this. I don't know if I would do
All
it
right.
with the door open, but yeah.
Well, is anyone outside? Has a view of the outside? Or is everyone inside the shack?
I mean, I picture myself inside right now.
Okay, yeah.
So-
I
I
figure you're
did say I offered to do the honors to.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess Duros.
the honors.
is probably
We're mercy killing a 99-year.
Duros, you're still in the doorway, but you notice just passively a small boat has rocked up on the shore, like a small rowing boat.
Okay.
Nobody noticed. Verona didn't have a good enough perception to see it beforehand, but now it's actually on the shore, and there's
Just
a man, and he's now walking towards the shack.
Just to get us on the old man is dead at this point.
Yeah,
right?
old man's
I-
dead as fuck. You've killed a man.
Captain.
You've killed an old man.
There
right?
seems to be a person coming towards the shack right now. There's a rowboat.
Oh crap! All right, how many people? Can
Just
we
one.
look at the cracks at the?
Just
I'm sure there's
one.
just one. All right.
A singular man.
Why now? Okay, what is he dressed like? Is he dressed like a Marine?
Duros, he's dressed like a Marine, but he has like a different sort of hat on, like a mailman's cap, and he has like a messenger bag over his shoulder.
Shit. All right, everybody. I'm assuming it's a really, really tiny shack, and Ragnar in here is already pretty big.
Well, the door is open, as in like Duros and Pearl are standing in the doorway, whilst everyone else is inside.
Okay, so did the man from did he spot us yet?
He's not. No, he's still making his way up.
Okay.
Like he's whistling to himself.
All right, can we just all I motion everybody to get into the shack and hide, shut the door and just hide directly by the door.
Okay,
like
everyone-
taking yeah.
You're in the shack now, and then all of a sudden,
Okay.
a few minutes later, you hear a knock at the shack door.
Gotta roll a performance. I'm gonna pretend to be the old man.
Oh my god.
You hear a voice from the other side of the door and goes, Cranston, I've got your mail here for you. It looks like your son has written to you again.
Yes, thank you, lad. You could just come in and set it down next to me. I'm not really, I can't really get up my hip, you know?
He opens the door.
Okay. I'm gonna make a motion that we jump him.
All right.
Okay, let's do it.
What happened?
He's a witness! What's better? He sees a dead body and he
even had to
captures
go
a
leave the
Marines?
note at the
You
door.
could have just left it at the door, dude.
Wait, why the fuck did
He
William
kills
say
everyone.
just open the door? Why didn't he just say leave it by the door? Like,
Everyone must die.
This is a shitty
The most
mailman.
intelligent captain.
the door
Ragnar
opens.
grabs the guy by his collar. William, I'm
Too
not sure
late.
what you were saying, but someone's here.
Yes,
Oh my god! Oh no, there's a dead man! Oh, pirates!
All right, look,
he
look,
pulls
look,
out a
calm
responder
down.
snail. Help!
no. Okay.
Okay.
We have to-
I already grabbed him, man.
He's
Yeah.
got.
He's grabbing him, you know, can we like get a shot, like grab that out of his hand? Because that would be the equivalent
Yes.
of like, we grab somebody on the deck and they just like, oh, I'm going to immediately pull out my cell phone. And call you know, like I'd be like, no.
Okay, so yeah, William, do you want to do a
Well, no.
sleight of?
I was going to ask Ragnar since he's the one holding him.
Okay,
if
yeah,
you would-
Ragnar,
yeah.
do you want? I mean, whatever, strength or dex, whatever you want to use. You don't actually grab him. You kind of do it kind of flimsily. It's not a super big grab, but you do manage to, when you push him like against the wall, as he scrambled for his responder snail that's in his pocket, he drops it to the ground.
Okay. All right, I'm going to pick it up and put it in my pocket. And make sure it's like it's not active or anything, and then I put it in my pocket. All right, so Ragnar's holding him up. I look at the dude and I'm like, all right, this is not what I figured to be doing today. This is certainly not what you figured to be doing today. But we're gonna have to we're gonna tie you up now because I'm kind of panicking at the moment.
Don't kill me, please! You brutes, you pirates! You killed Captain Marrow's father! He'll find out about this eventually!
Yeah,
Wait, you killed the man? I thought you were treating his wounds.
well, I did. He's
I'm not the
totally
only-
not I've cured all of his pain. I've cured his old age, and I've cured his life, which is the #1 killer for all of us eventually. So
Captain Marrow will find you guys! He will track you down, and he will kill
okay,
you!
I grab a fish and I shove it in his mouth. Okay, is there any rope to tie this guy up with?
You guys have rope on you.
Oh, okay.
Just like...
All right, we tied the guy up with the rope. I love how I'm just like making orders for all you guys. I mean, I'm the captain, but
He's tied up and gagged with fish.
all
now.
right. My plan here is basically, okay, we're gonna ransack the shack. We're gonna take all of the letters. We're gonna take anything including the letter that the mailman was about to. By the way, I take
Captain,
the fish.
Ross, and
Yeah,
a
go ahead.
dead old man. Is that what we're doing?
We're
So,
look,
Well,
man.
everything's
I'm kind of done with this whole situation today. I'm just gonna take this shit and we're gonna leave. Okay.
so while all this is going on,
Yes.
would I possibly be able to like roll a stealth roll to see if I can pick up the letter about the fire without any of the other crew noticing?
That would be sleight of hand. Yeah, that would be sleight of hand.
Ooh, okay.
Sleight of hand. Okay.
Yeah. Do that one. That'd be against their passive
So let me click it
perceptions.
again.
Does anyone have a passive perception higher than 12? I gotta double check.
I got 14.
Okay, so why did you click it twice?
It didn't like show up the first time, so I thought
Oh.
it didn't work.
Yeah, I clicked
Ignore the
strength.
second one.
There was a bit of a delay for me when I used it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously Ragnar doesn't notice. I don't think Duros notices either, but William notices you taking the letter. You do take the letter, but William notices you.
Okay.
All right.
I'm kind of panicking right now, so I notice you, but I don't like immediately address it. I just like mental note later, like okay.
No, I have
whatever.
12.
Anyway.
I have
Oh, you have
passive
12?
perception.
Oh, okay,
you-
sorry.
okay.
Yeah, so yeah, Duros also notices.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I can't
So,
even see my stats. I refreshed my page and it says not working.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, man.
It's okay.
All
I mean,
right.
Ragnar definitely has terrible perception. That's like his character traits.
Yes.
Beyond the letters and the fish, is there anything else of note in this shack beside the dead body, of course?
Honestly, not particularly. It seems like he's lived quite a humble life where he's a fisherman. He eats a lot of fish, and yeah, he just has a son that's in the Navy.
Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. So we collect the letters. Leave the mailman tied up and gagged. By the way, I take the fish out of his mouth very briefly. Like, by the way, I didn't catch your name, lad.
What?
Okay, then I shove the fish back in his mouth. Okay, well, looks like you might have enough fish. You could finish eating that fish in your mouth. There's some other fish, and maybe you could make it to shore. We will be destroying your boat, though, so you could take up this man's mantle as the fisherman of this humble little island. Tally ho! And
have we taken his transponders now?
I put it in my pocket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I put it in my pocket. So I'm gonna walk out and let's just. Whew, that was an intense. Whew.
Yeah. You guys
Captain,
leave
I
the.
can't say I approve of methods lately here.
Duros, you need to start learning what it means to be a pirate. Oh, I might have a panic attack tonight.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, I mean, whatever god we pray in the One Piece universe.
You could basically make up a deity because, like Eneru, but they wouldn't know about Eneru. So.
There's, oh, pirate god.
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, pray to like generic sea god or something.
Paddington Bear.
Okay, well, anyway, I just kind of like slapped myself a bit there to get back to. All right, so that got a little bit more out of hand than I expected, but we did get some critical information. So I'm gonna let's go check out U's boat over here, the male lad's boat. So I'm gonna go over there and see what's going. It's just a rowboat?
It's a simple, it's a pretty simple rowboat. It's about the size of, imagine, the boat that those two buggy pirates were on that Nami took over.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It has like a sail, but it's like, okay, yeah. All right. Is there anything in it, or it's just a boat?
It's all of the it's just got like letters and stuff, but most of it is if you like look through the letters, it's pretty much all kind of generic stuff.
Okay. I grab the sack of letters and then I order Ragnar. Ragnar, smash the boat.
Ragnar, smash!
Ragnar,
make sure it's really broken up. I don't want him floating away or something.
Ragnar, you take an axe to that boat and you cut it to pieces. You smash it up. All
right.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the plan, men. We're going to pretend to be the mailmen to get on to the. Well, wait, we weren't really. It still wasn't up for debate whether we were going to head directly toward the Treasure Island or if we were going to go to Miller Island.
Well, we would have to pay a toll if we go to Miller Island.
That is true. I was gonna I stare at the mailbag and I'm like, well, I did have this whole convoluted plan of us pretending to be the mailmen, but I think it probably is.
We did smash the boat that he sailed on, so that wouldn't really fly.
No, we could spin something. I'm good with words, but I mean,
Pearl looks over and goes, "Well, your convoluted plans have so far led to 3 different people dying."
Yeah, that means they're good plans. And are we still alive, Pearl? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay then.
All right.
Can't really argue with that, Chahahad.
All right, man. We've stocked up on as much as we got. I didn't expect the whole killing an old man today, but I'm just gonna call that a mercy kill.
Sorry, Ragnar's laugh is Chad, but like Chahahad.
Chahahad.
I wasn't gonna let that fly underneath the radar.
Yeah, we all need to pick. We need to pick different laughter styles at some point because that's another thing in One Piece.
Pearl, are you making fun of the way I laugh?
Oh no, I didn't say anything.
Oh, that was you, Rusted.
That was me, that and Rusted. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's head back to the ship and head onward to the Treasure Island men. This is a lot more depth than I figured we were going to get to Devil Fruit, but hey, gotta take life as it goes.
Okay, so you get back in your ship and you set sail.
All right.
Can I just have a quick perception from Verona?
Indeed. Oof.
Yeah,
You don't see anything really.
Oh man. Okay.
It's too dark.
You're sailing towards the island. Luckily for you guys, as you sail across, you don't run into any Navy vessels.
Oh, good. All right.
It looks like that Navy vessel that was going westerly has looped round. Maybe it was just looping around the island. There's no Navy vessels in between this little island and the island that you need to go to.
Okay.
You, I don't know, you guys spend 2 or 3 days sort of recovering from that traumatic event that you all just had. And yada yada. Someone in chat saying, is Ross going to tell us what the old man's devil fruit was? The old man didn't have a devil fruit. His son has a devil fruit, who is a marine captain.
Yeah.
You guys approach this island. And as you approach this island, you notice that it's thick with snow. Deep fucking snow, right? But it's not cold.
Huh.
So the snow kind of looks like it's melting, but then there's heavy snowfall. So as the snow is melting, it gets replaced with more snow.
That's cool. So we're getting close to the island. We just see a giant cloud constantly snowing over
it's
the
just
island.
constantly snowing. The island is actually quite small.
Okay.
Smaller than the map suggests. It's quite a tiny island. And it is just covered in such a thick layer of snow that you kind of have to climb up the snow to get onto the island itself.
All right. So we dock the ship, I guess, and it's not cold. Do we? Okay, I'm gonna touch the snow. Is the snow itself even cold?
No, I mean, the snow that's just landed is cold, but then it quickly becomes the same temperature as everything else and starts to melt. But as you are standing there, snow is continuously falling. It's snowing very heavily. As you look around the island, you do notice that there is sort of a mysteriously shaped mountain in the distance.
Okay. Verona, can you get a better look at that mountain?
Do you want to do a perception on that mountain?
Captain.
This is Verona. He does perception.
You look at that. You look at that mountain that's sort of off into the distance, and it vaguely looks like knees.
Okay.
Like as in just sort of
the bees?
Like the bee's knees. It vaguely looks like as if the mountains were just two big crouched knees.
Okay.
But as you are looking through your telescope at this peculiar looking mountain, you hear a sort of mellow growling noise as you guys have waltzed onto this island. And Verona, you quickly snap around with your telescope, and and you have a really close in, zoomed in shot of this huge polar bear.
Oh God.
Oh man.
So what's your reaction to that?
I just sit there very silently. I put down my telescope. There's a gigantic bear over there, Captain.
The bear starts running towards you guys, growling and screaming.
Ragnar, Duros to the front, Verona back. You and me will fire at it.
Okay, immediately everyone roll initiative. It's polar bear time.
Okay.
All right, Duros, you begin.
I take out my mighty mace and try to tame the bear with a mace to the face.
So you run up with your warhammer and you go in to slap the polar bear around the face. You hit him. You do 6 damage. You run up onto this polar bear, screaming something. And you smash the polar bear around the face with a big warhammer, a mighty blow, and the polar bear spits out a tooth and blood, but it still seems to be going strong. It is now Ragnar's turn.
Good work, Duros. This polar bear seems to be tough, though. I'm gonna try at it. and I swing my axe.
All
What
right.
do I do?
You run up. Yeah, just swing axe. You run up, surrounding the polar bear. Ragnar comes up right behind Duros. You miss. So you run up on the polar bear. Has Ragnar ever hit, actually?
I chop someone's head off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, yeah.
Decapitated one guy.
But it took like 16 tries to get to that point. For all of us.
You run up on the polar bear, and you swing your axe down. But the polar bear dodges out of the way, glaring into Ragnar's soul. It is now Verola's turn.
I take aim with little Timmy. Got the polar bear in my scopes. I click the rifle.
You shoot Ragnar.
I was going to say you got to position yourself. Oh, but okay.
Oh, Verona, motherfucker!
Do your damage.
In the back or where did he
Yeah,
shoot him?
just you shoot Ragnar in the back. Ragnar, you take 7 points of damage as a bullet penetrates your shoulder. If you roll a critical fail, the sort of house rule is that it hits a teammate. That also does apply to creatures. Like if a marine rolled a critical fail, they would hit another marine.
Okay.
Because you rolled a critical fail, you hit Ragnar, who was right in front of you. He shot him in the shoulder. He's now bleeding from his back.
Oh God, Ragnar! I'm so
Ragnar,
sorry.
well, Ragnar has no idea where that bullet came from because his perception is so terrible.
Just pass it off, man. Polar bears can fire bullets now.
William, it's your move.
All right, I'm gonna fire at it with my flintlock.
You fire off a shot, and where are you aiming at on this bear?
The head. If I could get a clean shot toward the head, I will fire toward that area.
Not a fatal shot, but you do clip off like a big chunk of like his cheek.
Okay.
As his polar bear flesh flies out and paints the snow behind him with blood. It's now the polar bear's turn. The polar bear, you are still quite far, like right next to the polar bear is Duros and Ragnar, and the polar bear can smell the scent of blood on Ragnar. And so the polar bear lifts up his paw and slashes down on Ragnar. Does a 14 hit Ragnar?
Can I protect my boy?
I think it's your
Armor.
armor.
Yes, you can protect your boy. You are next to him. So that means it gets 11. 11 definitely doesn't hit. So as he swings down towards Ragnar, Duros blocks the attack with his shield and jumps in front of Ragnar.
Ha ha! You're not getting hurt again, my friend.
The bear turns around to Duros and then goes in to bite him.
Uh-oh.
Hitting him.
Because it gets a... Yeah.
Yeah, he's got 2 attacks. You take 10 damage as he bites a huge chunk out of your flesh.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh! I need my armor and my flesh. Damn, he jumps hard.
It is now Pearl's turn. Pearl runs up onto the beast and jumps onto Duros' shoulders. And she leans forwards and she breathes out fire from her mouth. So the polar bear takes 9 points of fire damage as it's sort of incinerating the polar bear's body as she breathes out flames. And then smoke comes out of her mouth slowly and she sort of blows the smoke away. And then she flips off of Duros' shoulders and lands next to him.
Well, that was a fantastic display there.
The polar
that
bear
was,
looks pretty wounded. But then all of a sudden, you hear an explosion from behind the polar bear.
Okay.
And the polar bear roars out "Roar!" and falls down to the ground, dead. And behind the polar bear is a mysterious-looking man. He's got a sort of a purple, like ranger hat, you know, kind of like a Mountie hat, and he's got like a purple jacket on with yellow accents. He's got quite a long, slender face, a little bit of a goatee, and a ponytail. He's got blonde hair, and he's got some sort of scars and like tattoos on his face.
Man, I see this. We've met the island's pimp. So
he goes, "Howdy, yo." So
definitely the island's pimp.
He takes a step forwards and goes, "You're welcome, by the way. What are you lot doing on this island?"
Okay, well, we were just sailing by, and we decided to take a quick rest when this polar bear attacked us. Thank you, though, for the save. I mean, I think we had it pretty much covered, but...
You say that, but many men have come and died.
By that particular polar bear?
No. I'm just making bullshit up. I just arrived myself, actually.
Okay.
Name's
Sense of
Adam.
humor.
Name's Adam. Nice to meet y'all.
Adam. Nice to meet you too, man. I go up and shake his hand.
That's ATOM, Adam.
Atom. Oh, okay.
He puts out his hand and shakes it. Firm Ross.
Okay.
Adam, you may have heard of me.
Well,
Treasure hunter
I am-
extraordinaire, bounty hunter extraordinaire. You know, here for the money.
I
We can get
do
on
you want me to
mighty fine if y'all depending on your purpose of visit, we can get on mighty fine.
can I roll either deception to see if I don't if I can lie and say that I have heard of him before and
Yeah,
he
okay,
actually
yeah.
buys it? Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna lie and just say oh yeah, Adam, yeah, I was in a tavern a couple of nights back. I heard great tale of your exploits out here. There was somebody dressed rather like you are. They say you're the best at what you do.
He puts a cigarette up to his mouth and lights it. There's like a spark. And then he blows out smoke from his mouth. Yeah. Word on the streets, you need a job done, hire Adam. And
Yeah, I know what that's like. I've had to do some killings in my day too. I holster my flintlock.
Today.
he looks at you fellows and he goes, "You lot pirates? Don't worry.
Yes.
If you ain't got a bounty yet, I am not interested in taking you down."
Based on his appearance and everything, I don't think I would have a problem with admitting that we're pirates, And we outnumber him 5-1 anyway. So
I ain't seen your wanted posters anywhere. You guys have bounties?
we're rather new to the scene, but make no mistake, we have our we're specialists in our own right.
I see. Well,
Ragnar, start chopping up that polar bear. Would you like any meat?
I'm fine. I got plenty of nourishment for myself. Right, so, just a word of warning for you lot. If you guys start accruing some sort of bounty, you might find a bounty hunter like myself hot on your trails, cowboy.
Well, I'm a pirate, not a cowboy, but I appreciate, I understand the situation here. I'm aware of the whole bounty hunter thing, but for right now, there's no reason why we can't be friends. Hey, what's up with this island anyway? Cold, but it's not, and it's
That's
got
what I'm
slush.
trying to figure out myself. Right. But you lot have not answered my question yet. So, what are y'all here for? You just tourists?
Tell you what, considering your, I like the cut of your jib. I'll tell you, but you got to agree to tell me about what you're doing here too, because I don't think that a man such as yourself would just find himself randomly on an island saving people from polar bears.
Yeah, I'm not the saving type. That's correct.
And I don't mean to be improprietous or anything, but given the circumstances, I would say you go first.
A wise one, are we? You a bunch of cocky bastards. Well, I'm a treasure hunter by trade, bounty hunter by hobby. I'm here, you could say on business. Is that a good enough answer for you?
I think I cut your meaning from that, yes.
So, you lot tourists, or are you here to get in my way?
Ah, damn. How am I going to answer that? I'd say we're all here on business as well, if you catch my meaning.
He puts a hand
And I kind of
into,
back away and take a few steps.
He puts a hand
away.
into his jacket pocket and goes,
I take a few steps back.
Right.
Yeah.
We can cut ourselves a mighty fine deal right now.
But
fellas.
there's no reason this has to end in bloodshed, mind you. You seem to be like a rather
one of the
agreeable
best
person.
things about an island like this, where it's all covered in snow, is it's the perfect hiding place for my explosives. So, laid beneath you, y'all, many different kinds of explosives that I specialize in, and I can just set them off at any time and send you sky high. I mean, you already saw the power of one of those little babies, took that polar bear and cleaned up his insides, if you know what I'm saying. So, I'm interested in monetary value. I need coin. I've heard that there is some treasure buried beneath the snow here on this island, but I've been here for about a day. I keep digging and I ain't getting shit. The snow is falling faster than I can dig this snow, so if we can find a way to get to the ground together, and we agree that I get to take all the gold and you can take whatever else is below, then I find those circumstances agreeable. What do you say?
Not to spoil too much, but we were told slightly different. We were told of, in fact, a treasure on this island, but not the monetary kind. What it is, that's really no concern of yours. I don't see any reason to bring it up. It would be quite worthless to you, I must say. But it's something that me and my men are interested in, so...
Very mysterious. You know what? I like men like you.
I chuckle.
Put excitement back into life, right? Well, maybe we can be friends temporarily. You got any idea on how to get through this snow? All my explosives and diggings ain't doing shit.
Unfortunately, we do not have... All we have is a simple map to get to this island. We do not know much beyond the topography of such this place is.
Verona, now that you're out of battle, and you know, it's sort of calmed down in terms of, like, you're not hearing the noise of a polar bear anymore. You do hear a very, very faint noise that sounds a bit like this.
So the question is, do I acknowledge this noise to the other members of the crew? This shady guy's standing here.
Yeah, I'm imagining I'm talking to him, and you guys are like...
All right, so I'll lean over to Duros.
Yeah.
Hey, Duros, do you hear that?
A quiet whimper, perhaps? Yes.
What do you think we should do? Do you think we should tell the captain or keep it to ourselves?
Well, we don't really have much choice as we're held hostage by his explosive. So, we were gonna have...
Okay. William,
Yes.
can I talk to you for a second?
Yes, sir. Just mind me 1 minute. My navigator requires a word.
No worries.
I walk over and talk to you.
So I don't mean to be alarming, but I hear this whimpering sound off in the distance over there. What do you think we should do?
I immediately have, like, a flashback to the old man for a moment.
He was
Like-
just
like-
breathing heavily.
I just like, yes. What direction would you say it's coming from?
It's coming
I'd
from the
say-
sort of mountainous direction.
Yes. So that'd be like west, probably.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Well,
It sounds like it's coming towards the mountain over there to the west.
I suppose we'll play it by ear. To be honest with you, this island doesn't seem the safest. I would rather just get the devil fruit and leave as fast as we can. So thanks for the information. We'll keep that in mind if we have to go near that direction.
Indeed.
What are y'all
Okay.
chatting about over there?
Oh, just basic ship stuff and whatnot. Navigation on how to escape from this island when the time comes. Anyway, speaking of which, where is your ship?
It's all the way about the other side of the island. I've been roaming about this place for about a day now.
I see. Well, I don't think we're getting any younger, so if we could just figure out a way to... I have this man, Ragnar. He might be able to force his way through these tough terrain here.
Yeah, maneuvering across the terrain ain't no big of a deal. Any fucking cowboy worth his salt can get through this sort of terrain. I just know that I ain't able to dig it faster than it snows down on me.
I'm pretty good at chopping wood. I don't know about digging, but we could try.
You can try all you
it's-
want, but I don't think you can dig faster than a stick of dynamite can.
All right.
Perhaps
Well-
if we can stop its source, then we will be able to actually get to the treasure.
I was thinking a similar thing. Okay, so can we look to see if there's anything, like, is the cloud, like, coming from the mountain, or is it like a sort, like, is there a space? Okay, is there a place on the island where it looks like the snowfall is heavier than other
It
places?
does definitely look heavier towards the mountain.
All right.
I mean,
Okay, so
I don't mean to
if
throw
that-
anybody under the bus, but someone in this little group here just breathed fire a minute ago. Are we not going to talk about that?
I was thinking that as well.
Pearl is like looking away from the group and has not really been paying attention to anything that's been happening.
Hey, Pearl, would you be interested in lighting this snow on fire?
Hi, on fire? What do you mean, stupid Pearl?
I mean, using the fire that you just clearly used that we all saw.
Fucking, she looks very frustrated with herself. I would like to apologize for that act. That's, you know.
Okay, you can apologize by helping us out.
I mean, I can try.
All right.
Just don't look, okay?
Very well. By the way, Adam, just no questions. She's a weird person.
Adam looks at Pearl and goes, "Wait a second, I know y'all." And Pearl goes, "You no, you don't. You shut up. Let me." And then Adam goes, "Hush, little honey. I ain't a man to spill no secrets. No worries."
I feel like I'm out of the loop here, and I'm the captain of the ship. I should not be out of this loop.
It's nothing. And so she starts
fine.
breathing fire on the snow, and it does start to melt, but like she will breathe a bit of fire on the snow, and then like another whole like clump of snow will just sort of fall on top of it in its place, and she just can't melt the snow faster.
All right. Well, at least you tried.
So embarrassing.
All right.
You guys,
Well-
forget that you saw anything. It was a parlor trick.
Sure, whatever. Just if we get attacked by a polar bear again, that's gonna. Okay, so, I take it that we have to head toward the mountain. Then that looks like the source of all this, and if we could get it to stop snowing, then we can properly dig. Dig equals treasure. You get gold. We get our thing. Everyone's happy.
Sounds like a mighty fine deal. I ain't mad at that. Lead the way, Captain.
Any supplies or anything we should get from the ship that we might need? Because if we have to climb a mountain, yeah.
I was thinking about
I don't even know.
that
I don't
mountain.
even know if we would have any. We don't need.
You can't even
don't
see
really
the
have
top of that
anything.
damn mountain. The top of that damn mountain seems to go through the clouds.
Do we have any like we have rope, but I guess we wouldn't have like climbing gear or anything. I guess we wouldn't. All right. Well, we'll just make
Duros,
do.
are you
I guess.
okay? You seem to be bleeding a
A
decent
big
amount.
chunk. You have a big chunk out of you. We can match.
Hey, don't be such babies. You just took
My-
a bullet wound.
My
Who the fuck
God,
is
we
this
need
guy?
a we
Where'd he come
need a
from?
proper doctor on this crew. Damn it!
Hey, the name's Adam. You know, treasure hunter extraordinaire. Just had a conversation with y'all. Were you paying attention, big boy?
No,
Are you?
not at all.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, every crew needs one. Every
Nice to meet you, Adios.
One what? I find that rather offensive for my crewmate.
what you find offensive is your own problem. Let's get going.
All right. So I guess we head off toward a mountain. Yep.
So you guys start navigating through the snow towards the mountain. Yeah, you guys don't have climbing equipment on the ship or anything. The best thing you have is
Yeah.
rope. You start working towards the mountain. Adam still has a hand in his pocket, and the other hand is like on his like cigarette that he occasionally takes out of his mouth. And as you guys walk in, he goes, "So y'all are the pirates then? When you start?"
Oh, couple weeks back, we've all had experience in other fields before. For example, I'm not going to tell you what Ragnar gets up to.
Yeah. I hope you understand. I have no personal qualms with no pirates. It's just part of the job. I need to make money somehow, and, collecting all these bounties is the easiest way for me to do it. It also means that, I can profit off using my explosives and it not be criminal.
Yeah.
So you keep walking towards the mountain, and as you get closer and closer to the mountain, you do notice that it doesn't really look like a mountain at all. It looks like legs, like kneeling down big legs.
Huh.
And as you get closer to this
Guy
mountain,
crying.
the snowfall is getting heavier and heavier, and this sort of crying noise is getting louder and louder.
Can we all hear it now?
Yeah, everyone can hear the crying noise,
right.
even Ragnar.
Yeah.
Are these teeth from a giant, perhaps?
I thought those were a myth.
Yeah. I've never seen one. Can I touch the rock and see if it's rock?
Yeah, it's not rock. That you touch a leg. It's like clothing and
Okay.
and you hear.
Well, okay, this is gonna sound fucked up.
Oh, here we go.
I mean this in the most is there a way in the between the legs? Is there a way I'm trying to figure out the way this looks. Is there a cave or something we go into or something? Or do we
Try to
climb?
gather his attention or something.
Imagine,
then. Obviously, it's a person.
Yeah, imagine it's like the bottom half of a kneeling person.
Yeah.
Okay, so we could climb the. All right.
Yeah. Or you could try get his attention, like Duro said.
Just get his attention, Captain.
All right. I mean, I don't know what do you want me to do? I can't even see his head.
Maybe Ragnar could scream at him. He's pretty loud.
Honestly, that's not a bad idea. Head for it, Ragnar. Go for it.
Ragnar, scream.
Oh, mountain woman!
All right. That was plan A. Let's see where that gets us.
Your loud scream echoes throughout the island. Ragnar, with his boosted voice, the crying ceases for a second, and suddenly a huge face appears through the clouds like he's leaning down. It's not a woman. It is a man.
Pathetic.
Tears in his
right, we're
eyes. He's still
my
crying,
goodness.
and as you see the tears fall from his eyes, they freeze up in the cold temperature of the sky and turn into snow as they leave his face and then fall down to the ground.
All right, so I think we found the source to that. Does anyone know how to quell a weeping giant?
He, well, I ain't one for personal negotiations, so it's up to you lot. Adam says. And
Well, I happen to spend some comforting people. I'll give it a crack. Hello,
Go for it, Doris.
friend.
hello, who are you,
What?
little ants?
Well, I suppose being compared to an ant of someone of your stature is appropriate. We are a friendly people of the sea. How are you?
Are you here to help me?
I suppose in this situation we can help you.
Okay.
Ask it why it's crying.
Only if you stop being a bitch.
Oh gosh. Ragnar just blurts that out.
We should not have the harsh language, my friend Ragnar. This troubling giant here needs some help. We must offer it aid.
Sorry, Duros.
It's all right. I enjoy your charisma. My friend, how may we help you? Why are you crying? Perhaps we can help you.
I lost my pet, my little Snookums.
Oh, a pet, you
I
say?
can't find him. Maybe he's
is
white and he gets lost in the snow easily. And I just got so upset and I couldn't find him. And then I just made more of this white stuff. And then I can't find him anymore. And
Uh-oh. Well, what is your pet, per se? What does it look like?
he's a cute little bear. Look at him.
Oh.
Friendly little guy.
Don't
Oh,
just roll with it. Just roll with it. Just roll with it.
Because I've been searching for him for ages and I can't find him. My vision isn't so good. And I just want him back. Miss him so much. Just want him back.
Well, we can certainly help you search for the friend. I think
Yes!
we may have a location.
My merry band of men would love to assist you in this matter.
Yes. I feel like pure shit. I just want him back.
Yeah. Okay.
Does he happen to have a name?
Yeah. I called him Polly.
That's not very creative, but okay.
All right.
All right.
What do we do, Captain?
Well, let's regroup here, and I'm assuming we can whisper, and the giant's not going to hear us. All right, guys. So, what are the odds there's another polar bear on this island?
Well, I feel like we could either go look for one, or maybe Duros could try and say we saw it going a different direction off the island.
Oh, that's the idea. My idea was to skin it and dress Duros up in a polar bear outfit. And...
Well, that would probably be
Plan C.
problematic, considering that I would be stuck with the big giant for the rest of my
Also,
day.
already chopped it up quite a bit.
Oh, that's right. We already.
Yes,
we
it's
have
already
it
been quite mutilated.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm guessing Ragnar does not know. Like, he probably didn't properly skin it like a bear skin rug. It's probably.
I don't
hacked.
even think it's white anymore. Let's be honest.
Somebody did light it on fire.
Yeah, it's in
Hacked to
pieces.
bits all over the beach.
All right. It took a bite of Duros. I took a bite of it.
All right. Well, we need to get this giant to stop. By the way, a giant. I know, right? Crazy, but we need to get this giant.
You
to
lot
stop
never seen a
crying.
giant before?
Have you?
Oh, of course. I'm an experienced bounty and treasure hunter. I feel like
Alright,
you
well-
lot underestimated me.
Well, I mean, I've only heard about you through tavern conversations, and I was half drunk through most of those. So,
Ah, a drinker.
yeah.
We gotta get a drink sometime, my man.
Yeah, man,
Maybe
we
I can
gotta
show
do
you
it.
the ways, teach you a little bit about the seas.
I could go
yeah,
for a drink.
that'd be fun. But right at the moment, we should get we could lie to the giant, or I really don't see any other options here. It really doesn't look like we should fight it. It's a giant. I don't feel
Not
comfortable with that.
acceptable here. We cannot kill everything, Captain.
I suggest strongly against fighting this thing.
Yeah, no
I've
shit.
seen my fair few giants in action. Even my explosions ain't gonna make a dent on this thing.
Where was that? Where was that place that we just came from?
It was the shore where we docked. All right,
No,
could we?
where we killed that guy.
The old man?
Oh, the old man. That was 3 days ago, Ragnar.
South
Why
of
don't we?
Miller Island.
Why don't we tell the giant that we saw a polar bear on that island?
I like it. I don't know if it'll work though.
Yeah,
Oh,
at first
swimming
I'm
there in the
okay.
day.
At first I'm like dumbfounded, but I'm like, wait. If it actually believed us, that would solve our problem.
Feels like a two-bird, one-stone situation, too.
Yeah, we don't have to get stomped, and we don't have to take the blame for killing a precious
man.
pet of a giant. All right, Duros, let's. Can I help him out with the deception for this, or?
Who's gonna try and convince this giant that it's on a different
right.
island?
Duros is on the good graces with the giant. You've opened up a dialogue, so.
All right.
All right,
I
Duros, you
can
have
give it my best
advantage
shot.
because the captain is helping you, but it is pretty difficult. So go ahead and do deception, Duros.
All
All
right,
don't see why it wouldn't work.
please.
Okay,
16.
16 with advantage. Unfortunately, not good enough to convince this giant that the polar bear somehow sailed away from the island.
Hey, polar bears can swim pretty damn well. Okay.
They are very good at swimming, yes.
So, I mean, what do you say to the giant?
Her friend. Apparently, from what I've been told, your polar bear friend has swam away from this island.
Polly left me. Abandoned me.
Oh god,
Oh,
not a good idea.
dear. Oh,
Where has he gone?
All right. No, it's okay. He's definitely still on this island somewhere. Don't worry.
Where's he gone?
All right.
I can't swim.
Well, I'm out of ideas, guys. What do we do?
I was told never to leave this island. If Polly's off this island,
who told you to never leave this island, perhaps?
it was a scary man. Very bony man. He had,
Own him.
yeah.
Bony.
He was
Bony.
wearing. He was wearing He was very small. I had to get very close to him, wearing uniform, looking. I don't know. We had this weird ability where the bones would come out of his body, and he hurt me really bad. And he said I should never leave this island. And
Okay. Huh. Was he dressing in white and blue garb by any chance?
yeah, that's it.
All right. No. Yeah, that's what you got right there is the typical Marine asshole. They're really good at being assholes. Also, they're Marine. So, yeah.
And Adam goes,
Okay.
Did you say Boney?
Why do you know who it is?
I mean, you guys don't. He's just
Well, actually, you know what? Is his name Morrow by any chance?
Marrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marrow.
Captain
Okay.
Marrow. He's the strongest Marine in this vicinity. Not even I would go up against him. I could see why even this giant is intimidated by him.
We do have a fishing pole, though. I mean,
That's true.
do have
I
it,
did
yeah.
notice you guys, and I noticed that armor fella with his 3 fishing hats. Quite stylish, you know. But,
Fisherman.
we've gotten used to it at this point, but yeah, they are rather stylish.
hey, if you want a word of advice from me, stay clear of
Yeah.
that guy, Captain Marrow. He's bad news. I've seen his ability with my own 2 eyes.
What can he do?
He can manipulate the bones in his own body. Gruesome thing, I'll tell you. Impaling people. Ripping them apart. And then he washes it down with a glass of milk.
Oh, good lord.
I know, repulsive.
The only other idea I have at the moment for this is because I really don't want to deal with the bone guy. That doesn't sound like a good idea. The best idea I got right now is if we looked over the island to try to find another polar bear, but I do not know if they are indigenous to this place.
It's all right, Captain. I understand.
Take it away.
All right. Friend, big, large friend. Is there perhaps lots of these poly bears on this island, or is there only one?
It's my Polly. I brought him with me.
Oh,
My
so
pet
there's only
since I
one.
was a little child.
William, I'm getting annoyed here. I say we just fucking kill it.
I really would strongly against that, Ragnar. Normally, I would be for an attack, and if it meant getting treasure at the end of it. But this is kind of out of our league here. And to be honest with you, I have no idea what the hell is even
Perhaps
going on.
we could offer it something else? I don't know. Something to replace our poly?
I'll
Do
give
we
it a
have
shot.
anything?
You can ask him if it's interested in anything else. I mean, we have lots of boots, but I don't think they're in the right size.
Mr. Giant, is there perhaps anything else that you are interested in?
If you can get me another pet, I am so lonely, and Polly was the only one I had.
Oh, okay. I think I get it now. All right. It's just it's not about the actual bear. It's just it needs companionship. Okay.
Well, we do have fish, I believe. Still, we can.
Yeah,
perhaps give
we
it to
do have
fish.
a lot of fish, but I'm thinking something bigger though.
Why don't we just put some fish eyes on a boot or something?
Fish and
Okay,
boots.
This is the
that
boot
Sounds
fish.
adorable.
Ragnar, you are forever the lighthearted aspect of this team.
God.
Okay. Wait, are you making fish boot?
Uh,
Are you?
The cutest little I've ever seen.
I mean, I don't think it would take offense to it. So if you want to make fish boot, go right ahead.
All right. Pearl still has some of the boots on her.
Okay.
And some of the fit, like you guys took fish as provisions. You start putting the fish and boots together. And
There we go.
you now have like 7 or 8 like little fish boot men. And they're now standing there in a
Adorable little
row.
soldiers.
All right. This is going to be a hard sell, but I think we can maybe make this work.
All right, William, you want to go up and do it?
Yeah, all right. Well, we could not find your Polly, gentle giant, but we have found this interesting creature, the one of its kind in the all of the Four Blues and the Grand Line, I must say myself. It will provide you with the companionship that you so desire, probably for the rest of time.
All right. I guess do a deception or persuasion. I guess it's your choice. Oh, I mean, fuck it. You did great. So the giant, his tears sort of dry up in his eyes, and he looks down at the fish that standing in a row, and goes, I love them. They're little fishy friends with boots. He picks one up and holds it in his hand, and he looks at it and goes, hello, friend. Oh, I'm going to call you Jerry. And then he picks up the other one. Oh, and I'm going to call you Barry. He picks up another one.
Hey, that's copyrighted. You can't.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, it's okay.
And he then has all of his little friends in his hand. And he goes, wow. And he starts to smile.
Okay. I'm gonna glance back at everybody, and I'm just gonna like mouth the words like, I can't.
And the
Honestly, I was joking.
as he stops crying,
Ragnar, you get literally anything you want. In fact, do you want to be the captain?
Absolutely not my good man.
All right.
as he stops crying, you can the snow is slowly starting to melt away as not more snow is being added to it. It's going to take a few hours before it's completely melted, but it's slowly melting away. And the giant looks down at you guys and goes, thank you so much for these new friends. 7
yes.
new friends. That's better than just one.
Keep them close to you, and
I'll make sure they will never get lost.
Oh yes, absolutely. You have 7, so you should be good now.
Yeah, 7 of them.
Well, we're gonna get going. If you need anything, just holler. Probably won't be hard for you, considering your size and whatnot.
Yeah. Thank you, friends.
Yes. All right then.
He sits back down and he's like playing with his fishing boots.
I back away slowly, and I'm just like, all right, let's get the shit.
All right, yo. Good job with all that.
Yeah.
Now it's time for my explosives to shine. He walks. You guys walk back over to the bit of land that was pointed out to you by the giant.
Yeah.
Atom like opens up his coat, and it's like lined with explosives on the inside. It's like different types of dynamite and bombs and stuff. And he just like grabs one and plants it on the ground, and then steps back a bit. And then you hear like a click from his pocket, and a big explosion happens, and land sprays everywhere, and falls into what looks like a tunnel down into the ground. You all look over to the tunnel, and he looks over at all of you and goes, "Well, who wants to go down first?" And then that's to be continued.